1 second. Good morning, everybody. Is this on? Good morning. Hello. I think we may need to turn this up a hair. That's possible. Is it on? You guys good? Thank you for that. Good morning. Nice to be in Red Bank. Where's Pat Mena is here somewhere right in front of me. Kate Trigiano is the council president. Nice to be here. I live across the river. And my private office, when I don't use too often, is in this town. So it's good to be here. Honored to be with the Senate President Nick Scutari, as always, Nick. Speaker of the General Assembly, Craig Coughlin. Senator Vin Gopal. Honored to be in your district, and many other friends here. Thank you for being here. We are proud to announce that we have reached agreement on another aspect of the final budget framework that will help make life a little more affordable for many of our families. As part of the final budget, we will enact a companion piece of legislation that will establish a 10-day sales tax holiday for all back-to-school supplies. This back-to-school sales, shamelessly fishing for applause. This back-to-school sales tax holiday will run from August 27 until September 5th, and that will encompass the final 2 weekends really before school kicks off. This sales tax holiday will cover a whole range of items used by our students from pre-K right up through college and university, from pens and pencils and notebooks to art supplies, textbooks, or other study guides, new laptop computers, among much more. We will also include in this holiday many of the sports and recreational equipment our students will require to perform at their best on the playing field or in other extracurricular activities. And vitally, it will also cover bicycle helmets, an important safety investment for any child, but obviously and especially for those students who ride their bikes to school. A back-to-school tax holiday has been talked about for a long time, and I want to give the legislative leaders credit for putting this with us onto the front burner. As inflation, I need not say, but I'll repeat, is a central worry around all of our state's kitchen tables, now is the time to do it. We can more than afford to give our families and students this tax break. It will work in tandem with the Anchor Property Tax Relief Program and the fee holidays we have proposed to help out our families at a time when they really need us to step up and make these necessities more affordable. In enacting this tax holiday, New Jersey will be joining the 16 other states, which also allow parents and students to keep a few more of their hard-earned dollars in their pockets. And just a reminder that unlike many other states, in New Jersey, most clothes and shoes are already exempt from the sales tax year-round. Even though the 2021-2022 school year is just ended or is ending in some cases this week, the 2022 and 2023 school year will begin in 2 short months. My sincerest apologies to all the students who don't want to hear that at the start of their summer, but that's a fact. So whether a student is just starting their academic journey or continuing on to a higher education, a few extra dollar savings will certainly add up. And I'm proud that we can take this step for our families and students this year. That said, it is now my pleasure to bring up a great leader, the President of our Senate, Senate President Nick Scutari.
Thank you so much, Governor, Mr. Speaker, Senator Gopal. Make no mistake about it, this is the legislative's direct attack on inflation. this is one of the things that our state legislature can do to attack rising costs across the state in a limited number of goods. And this is something that we have the money to do, and this is giving that money back to taxpayers once again. And that's what we're doing here on these proposals and tax breaks that we've been rolling out. The state has seen unprecedented good fortune, and under the governor's leadership, Speaker Coughlin, and people like Vin Gopal, who are one of the most biggest advocates of tax breaks, we're giving that money back to the people. Now, I will say that this tax holiday for school products may not make kids look look any more forward to going to school, but maybe it'll make their parents a little happier when they have to go shopping for those listed items that they need to go back in advance of the new school year. So I think that this is an outstanding program that we can afford to do, that will stimulate our economy. It'll be good for brick and mortar shops to get people back in stores, especially at that time of year when it's quiet. Going back to school and shopping for these items and giving them a discount of up to close to 7% on every item that is related to school is a great way to get the year started. Thank you so much to the Speaker, and especially for Senator Gopal for sponsoring this important legislation. Senator Gopal, thank you for hosting us in this district. No bigger friend to the taxpayer is Vin Gopal. Every day reminds me that we've got to give money back to people. We've got to get more money back in taxpayers' pockets, and Vin has been a leader in that since he's gotten to the Senate 5 years ago. So, Senator Gopal, thank you for continuing to keep this at our forefront. Vin's been our tax czar and will continue to be so, and a strong voice of leadership in the legislature in making New Jersey more affordable for people in central Jersey and across New Jersey. Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for endorsing this important program and bringing this idea to the forefront. Great job, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Senate President Nick Scutari, for your leadership. Amen on your comments on Vin, and we'll get to Vin in a second. Please help me welcome another great leader. We wouldn't be here today without him. Speaker of the General Assembly, Craig Coughlin.
Thank you, Governor. I'm at the shore. I don't need socks. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you all for being with us. Thank you to the Red Bank River Center for being our host. Mayor Mena, Council President, it's nice to have you here, and thank everybody for coming out, because this is another kind of cool day. Last week we talked about the anchor program and the spearhead of our efforts to bring about the biggest tax relief program in the history of the state of New Jersey with the $2 billion in property tax that we announced last week. And I'm proud to be able to work with such great partners as Governor Murphy and Senate President Scutari and Senator Gopal to help move that goal along as we work to adding another aspect of affordability. Our new back-to-school tax holiday is something that's been around for a long time, as the governor pointed out, and I want to commend Assemblyman Moriarty, who has the bill in our House and has had it for a while, but whose time has come. The average family spends about $800 on back-to-school shopping between school and art supplies, new electronics like laptops and tablets and sports equipment, and, of course, televisions for everybody going off to college. Getting kids prepared for the new academic year can weigh on a family's budget, as we all know. So joining the other 16 states who have been successful with back-to-school holidays, our plan lowers the price tag for the nearly 2 million families with K-12 students here in New Jersey, for teachers who often spend their own money to support their students, and for those headed off to college, as well as small businesses who may be able to take advantage of the program. And that's money back in the family's pocket, money that they can spend. We know that their taxes at 7%. So if you're buying a $3,000 laptop, it's about $200, $40. Backpack will cost you $3 more in taxes, and that all adds up. And so parents, all of whom, many of whom dread that moment when the student comes home with the list of things that they have to bring out. It'll be a little bit easier for them this year if they take advantage of the tax holiday. And so, as we head into a summer where we're all bracing for higher prices because of inflation, because of the rising, it seems ever increasing prices of fuel because of the Russian invasion of the Ukraine, and for global markets whose prices are going up, this is going to bring some well-deserved relief and maybe help them enjoy their well-deserved vacation a little bit more, take a little bit of burden off of their family. And so it's another step in bringing the affordability to New Jersey that is at the top of the list for Governor Murphy, Senate President Scutari, and I as we go through bringing about a budget that brings that real relief to the people of New Jersey, because bold words require bold actions, and here we're taking another step towards that. So thank you, everybody, as we continue for joining us as we make New Jersey, continue to make New Jersey more affordable. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Craig, and a shout out. I want to add to your shout out of Paul Moriarty in absentia for leading this fight in the Assembly. Last but not least, we're in his district. Outstanding leader, outstanding senator, and as the Senate President said, he's the guy who's constantly in there making sure we're thinking about taxpayers and what we can do to bring them relief. Please help me welcome Senator Vin Gopal.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Senate President and Speaker Coughlin. Thank you for coming to Red Bank. Thank you to River Center. Bob and Adam, thank you both for hosting us. They do an incredible job to advocate for small businesses here in Red Bank. Mayor Mena and Council President Trigiano, thank you both for allowing us to be here. You know, under the leadership of Senate President Scutari, who I'm going to be a little bit more preferential to him, with all due respect to the other two leaders here, over the last 6 months, we've really seen an incredible effort to stand up for taxpayers in the state. Red Bank, thanks to the governor's leadership, is now on its way to be fully funded. We have one of the most diverse school districts in the state, overpopulated, now fully funded, and many of the parents and guardians who live in Red Bank are really having trouble right now with inflation and gas prices and so much else going on, and this is really going to help them a lot. We've got a large Latino population. Things are not going well right now around the country. People are concerned. But this sales tax holiday is probably going to have the largest impact on middle-class families and those that are just trying to get by. You know, we've seen, unfortunately, I get a lot of incoming, and I try not to be political ever, but my friends on the other side are always focused on giving tax breaks to the top 1%. And we're doing the exact opposite here, led by Senate President Scutari, Speaker Coughlin, and Governor Murphy, making sure that we look after our most vulnerable families. And this sales tax holiday is going to have a large impact. A couple $100s is going to be a big difference on some of these families just paying rent. So I'm excited to be part of this team, and the $2 billion property tax program that they did, probably one of the best that's going to be across the country, that's going to help, again, middle-class families in our state, not the top 1%, is going to send volume. So thank you, everyone, for coming out, but my appreciation to these three leaders for always looking out for the taxpayers of Monmouth County. Thank you.
The anchor to your point, Vin, the anchor property tax relief program, which, by the way, is permanent. If you make up to $150,000 a year, just to repeat, and you own a home, you get a $1,500 check. That takes your property tax bill back to about 2011. You add this couple $100 on top of that, this is real relief. This is real direction toward a more affordable New Jersey. So as they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap. On behalf of the Senate President, the Speaker, and Senator Vin Gopal, we thank you all for coming out. God bless. We'll see you around soon.